Hi, this is Emma Pass, and in this video, we're going to look at doing collaborative group work in Google Classroom. So we want to first make sure we're on our classwork tab, that second tab at the top, so that we can actually assign work for groups to complete. Then we'll go to our big plus sign create button and create an assignment. We're going to start with the title, and each group is going to get their own group name or their own group number. So this will be group 1. We're going to work on a graphic organizer together. And then I will give some great instructions here. Now, it takes a little bit of setup in advance to create group work within Google Classroom, starting in probably your Drive. So within my Drive, I have this graphic organizer that I want groups to complete. I'm going to create the original document, and then from there, I need to make a copy of it for each group. So however many groups that you'll have working on it, that's how many copies you need. So I just right-clicked. I'm going to go to make a copy, and then it will make a copy of that graphic organizer. And I'm just going to rename that group number 1. So that is my first graphic organizer. And then I need to do the same thing for group number 2. So I'll make a copy again. And then I'll right-click and rename this number 2. Once that work is done, we can return to Google Classroom. And for group 1, I just need to now click my Drive button. And because I just made those copies, it should be under our recent tab. Sure enough, there's my number 1 graphic organizer. And I will insert. The key here is to make sure that this file is set to edit. So right after the document title, we have to look at this drop-down arrow. We don't just want the groups to look at it, and we don't want them to each have their own copy. We want them to work on it collaboratively together. So students can edit file will allow anybody who gets this document to work together. Now you might be thinking, okay, how do I make sure the right students are in the right group? That comes in over here in our right-hand side column where it says 4. Within our class, I have all my students listed. Now I'm just going to unselect everyone and just select students who are going to be in group number 1. So I'll have Eliza and Regina working together in group number 1. Then I'll click Assign. Now we're just going to do the same process for group number 2. Again, you can go to Create Assignment, but a shortcut would be to reuse the post. That way you don't have to retype your instructions again. From my demo class, here's that group 1 doc. I'm going to reuse that. We just have to make sure we're going to exit out that group number 1 doc. We'll change the title to 2. And then we'll go back into my Drive and find the group number 2 document. Insert, make sure students can edit this file. And then when I go to my all students, I'm going to unselect everyone. And this time, just Gerald and Patty will be in group number 2. Then I'll assign it to them. As a teacher, you'll be able to see all of the group documents and you'll be able to watch in real time as they edit together. But for students, they will only see the group that they have been put into. So they'll only see group 1 or 2, depending on who they are. It does help me to write those groups down on a piece of paper and cross them out as I go to stay organized. But overall, that's a really great way to get students working collaboratively on a digital document in groups on Google Classroom. For more EdTech tips, tutorials, and lessons, you can visit my website, empoweredu.co, or find my teacher's paid teacher store, Empowered EDU. See you next time.